This is an explanation video of the analysis of my work for the media level 3. This is the top 10 pictures on the show here. So this is like the afterwards, but we also want to just before that show how I did this, and this is what the top 10 pictures I got from before: Southwold, Stowmarket, Holland on the Sea, Coventry, Mallorca, London, and that's all the places to note in the top 10 pictures. This is how we use the top 10 pictures. I chose these ones because I thought these ones would stand out, and that's how we did it with this one. We added, like, in terms of how to explain it, the first one we added like a blue lightning effect into the fin. We added the colour, we made it like a tint, and we used the tint tool and made the colour into that. The second one, add some light, got some yellow lights. It got obviously we removed some of the dirt marks off the little stones to not make it look clean and fresh. Also, we've added a bit of that for the web, for like make it look lighter at night and something like that. The third one, we added the blue colour like a blue swan. Obviously, you can know, or if you can say inspiration from Ipswich Town, that might be right if it would say that. The fourth one is probably one of the best I made actually. I've added the saturation, the vibrance into that, make it look black and white, make it look dark. It don't look good at all. It's just a piece of stones. It don't look that great, does it? Look, it's just a piece of stones and nothing much to comment. Fifth one looks like a postcard, broad. It looks lovely. It's a Mallorca one. It's just a picture of the beach. It looks like it's a postcard. So if you want to use it as a postcard, have a copy of a postcard. Sixth one. The one we got off that is a yellow colour. Obviously makes it with the sky, and obviously we used the sky into that and made the colour tint and that, which that. The seventh one, yeah, correctly, is we added the colour into that, removed a little bit off the bus with the colour and added the colour onto the sky. The eighth one is the one I make it dark. I kind of removed a little object off the little derelict boat that's not unused for years, maybe you can say, but it's out for Southwold. Ninth one, not much, but we added a little bit of colour into the Albert Memorial in London, made a little bit of colours and that. The 10th one, all derelict objects, all smashed up objects. It looks a negative picture, so it don't look that great when I took it. And how I did this, we basically added the edited technique. So this one we used exposure, we used contrast into that, made it look nice. A bit of shadows as well, so maybe you can put a bit of shadow, not too much shadow as it might cover up the image a bit too much. The whiteness, we maybe used a little bit of that. That one down the bottom left, we used colour of the temp a little bit. We used a little bit of tint, but that didn't matter. But the morely, that was the vibrance and saturation, which was more important to that image. That one, obviously, we used a bit of that to that one and that. But this one, I'd comment on the texture as well, because I made a little bit the picture nice as a photograph. Looks standing out as a photograph, and I put the effect in. And the bottom right, we used the removal tool for that. Obviously, because there's a little one object off, like a little bath object, you can say, that was on the boat, but now I pulled the plug out, so basically the plug got off the boat. And this is how we did it, and this is with the app I use. It's called Adobe Lightroom, and we used it off this one, or light one with the light. So this one was the best image I used. We got the light exposure, the contrast, the highlights just put on that stair, the shadows, the whites and the blacks. We also used the temp and the tint. The vibrant saturation was the most important in that one. The effects on the bottom is like the texture clarity, so you can just move it like that. Moves it down a little bit. The texture, oh wow, looks a bit like black, but the texture, because we had to move the texture, don't want to look at too blurry. We want to make it look like some audience, some member would want to see this. And if they can't see the texture, they won't have a bloody clue what they're seeing. So that's why we've got to make it look good. And this one, that would be the similar as well. But the blur, the texture is very important, I have to say, because if you make it low texture, the more the picture's going to be blurry. So that's what I've got to say, to be honest. And into the vibrance, that helped a little bit of the night, like it was night time. I kind of made it night time, to be honest, so it was totally good. And that's how I did it. I'm not going to show too much because I think I'll probably speak too much about it, but this is all the slides I've put into this work. Done a risk assessment, done equipment, And we had to note the research we had to do with 3 photographers, a local photographer, watcher as well, mood boards as well as part of inspiration that helps in towards the work, and reflection, and also a practice on Lightroom is how I can improve my confidence when using this app. That's what I've got to say, to be honest. Thank you for watching. That's my video analysis towards how I use Adobe Lightroom. Use this as a tool to help you what you can use, how to use Adobe Lightroom, how I do it. Make the 10 best pictures. Do my survey if you want to. It's on the web. I'm going to make a website anyway with the pictures. Have a good one, guys. Bosh a lot. Oh yeah, see you guys later.